All right. Hello, everybody, and happy Monday. Oh, wait a minute. Tuesday.
It's Tuesday today. Hi, everyone. How you all doing?
I just messed up a whole bunch of
Thumbs
people.
up if you loving this news tea that we're spilling.
Yes, indeed. Thank you so much for joining us today, guys.
Let's make sure they can hear us. If you can hear us, make sure.
Of course they can.
Ready to hear. Okay.
Yeah, they can hear us good.
Okay.
All right, so thank you so much for joining us today, guys. So real quick shout out to everybody: Rachel, Valerie, DT Cruiser, Sheila, Jahira, RN Lifestyle, Rachel, CJ Kyles, M. Roser, Ms. Shani Cole, Cruise Talk, hello, Misty Horton, Desiree, RH, Tawana Bray, Pamela. Good afternoon, morning, wherever you're at.
CJ Kyles.
All right, everybody. So, anyway, so many down here. Thank you so much for joining us.
Yes.
I see Kira on there. Aloha.
Call
us back.
Call us back. You lost your call.
All right, everybody. So, I got some information that I want to share with you today, and then I've got a video that I want to share with you guys. And let's talk about it a little bit because here we go speculating on some things again. Mm-hmm. But let's talk about it. So, Carnival is going out July.
Got Carnival with the whole team on the back. Can you see that? All the ships is on the back. They need to add some more.
Yeah, we got to get some new ones now.
Yeah. Thumbs up if you love our T-shirt.
Yeah. So let's start off with the Carnival news and what's going on, and then we'll chop it up a little bit and see what you guys think there. We'll look at your comments below and maybe get your opinion. If you would, hit the thumbs up for us whenever you get a chance. Like, share, and subscribe.
Yes.
Share this video with your family and friends. Help us make big moves.
That's right. And make sure you call us if you want to book that next dream vacation. 877-697-4470 is there on the screen. We just leave it because some people forget to write it down or they have to go run and get a pen. So there it is for you. Or you can hit us on the clicker at www.mr-travelerthisguy.com and we'll be more than happy to take care of you. In order to get this T-shirt, you have to ride a Carnival cruise. Everybody asking where we get T-shirt, where we get the T-shirts. On the cruise, you have to ride the cruise to get these T-shirts, and I'm sure they have to update it with the new ships that's on it.
Yeah, I hope they come out with those. Okay, so let's talk about the Horizon, July 2021. Then I have a video that I want to play for you guys. I want you to hear this interview with the governor that just happened
today,
and then let's chop it up a little bit. Okay, so Horizon, July 2021. Listen, they're going. Mm-hmm. This is in a couple weeks, guys.
Yay.
They're going. We'll talk about Royal Caribbean in a little bit too. They're going. So we'll talk about it. All right. So Horizon, July 2021 from Carnival. What you need to know: vaccines. All guests and crew will be fully vaccinated. A few guest exemptions will be allowed. Okay. And so what's going to happen with the Horizon, the July 4th and 18th 6-day cruises will operate a modified itinerary going to Amber Cove, Half Moon Cay, and Bimini, which I think is cool going to Bimini. That's awesome.
We've never been to Bimini. We're trying to get there.
I mean, the closest we've been is Norwegian's Island, which is in Bimini. Mm-hmm. Norwegian's Island is amazing. The water is amazing.
It is.
We will operate the scheduled itineraries for the July 10th and July 24th 8-day cruises. So that's good news for you guys. Mm-hmm. So now the exemption process, there is an exemption process to accommodate a small number of guests who are unable or ineligible to be vaccinated, children under 12, and other exemptions as required by federal law. The current standard to meet CDC's criteria for a fully vaccinated cruise under which guests can sail without a mask or other restrictions is at least 95%. Of all guests on board are fully vaccinated. So if you want to be considered for an exemption, you have to get that completed by June the 15th for these Horizon sailings, if you're on any of these, or if you want to be on any of them. Then the update for the August restart, so this is also going to be information. Mm-hmm. All guests and crew will be fully vaccinated. A few guest exemptions will be allowed. More details will be coming. The final payment for those August cruises has been extended to June 21st, which is not really that long. So that begs the question. Of course, you guys know from the previous videos that we had a stalemate with the CDC lawsuit. Now, keep in mind that the CDC lawsuit is one thing, which is telling the CDC to take their no sale policy or their current restrictions and throw it out.
Right.
The governor is saying that this is an overreach of power, and we want you to throw out your conditional sailing order. That's what it's called. So that's one thing, and that's what they're at a stalemate on. The other part B to this is that the governor's new law for the state of Florida comes into effect on July 1st, which says that any business that requires a customer to provide proof of a COVID-19 vaccine will be fined $5,000 per violation.
Wow.
So now this begs the question on how are the cruise lines getting around this? So now let me play this for you guys, and this is a roughly 2-minute video, so we'll let you watch this and then we'll come back and talk about it.
And Snowball says hi.
But they still face a big battle in Florida over vaccinations. Local 10 News reporter Glenna Milberg spoke one-on-one with Governor Ron DeSantis. She's live with more on the rocky restart. Glenna.
We did, Nicole. We caught up with the governor here at this Surfside synagogue. He was here to sign bills that are welcomed by the faith-based community. But this cruise industry community really right now stuck between CDC rules requiring vaccinated passengers and the governor's rules that prevent companies from asking about that. So this is really uncharted waters. After the bill signings in a sea of supporters, a cruise question as the state's $8 billion cruise industry prepares to relaunch from a year of pandemic shutdown. Is there a workaround somehow for the cruise industry to begin without violating your orders?
Well, the question is CDC's orders, and we're challenging CDC. That hearing went very well for us, so I think we're going to be successful when the judge rules.
The governor has asked a judge to halt the CDC's vaccination requirements for cruise passengers and also banned companies from requiring proof, leaving Florida-based cruise lines and the 600,000 people whose livelihoods depend on it charting a course through complicated waters.
I think what's going to happen is, CDC is going to get peeled back. They're going to have the ability to sail, and they're going to be able to sail consistent with Florida law. They all tell us they're ready to go.
Companies are ready and heavily booking. Celebrity plans a sailing from Fort Lauderdale June 26th, the first post-pandemic U.S. departure. It and Norwegian Cruise Line both say they will require vaccines, which in Florida could come with a $5,000 fine for each passenger they ask for proof.
Remember, had I not brought this suit, nothing would be happening right now. It was totally dead. CDC wasn't budging, but we lit a fire.
The governor also told us today that the state of Florida will appeal if it has to, if the judge does not rule its way. And so that almost, you can expect that this will all stay in the courts, that there won't really be a definitive answer when that first post-pandemic cruise leaves Port Everglades in fewer than 2 weeks now. Stay tuned.
I'm really baffled on how they're going to get around this. So they are so confident that they're going. They're fully planning on this. You see what they're saying, and they're saying that we're going to have vaccines. So I can only think of one of two things that's going on right now. I think that one is maybe the cruise lines have had some backroom meetings with the governor, and they know that he's going to make a waiver for them, much like the governor of Texas did. But when you hear him talk, it sure doesn't sound like he's going to back. So is there a back deal with the governor? Then I guess the other option, and this may be a little bit more far-fetched, is will the federal government try to trump the state of Florida for control of the ports?
Because they don't control the ports right now.
And here's the tricky part, right? So the U.S. Constitution says that all navigable waters of the United States are under federal jurisdiction.
What does that really mean, though, when you say
If
jurisdiction?
a boat is in U.S. waters, the federal government has jurisdiction control. They control the waterways.
So that has nothing to do with the governor.
It has nothing to do with the state. So the boat is floating in water. Could they wait to see your vaccine card until you get on board the ship? I don't know. It's such a gray area, and you think about it, when you get off the ship, you're met by customs agents who are federal employees.
And I know in the Bahamas, everybody's selling the Adventures of the Seas. They're showing their vaccine cards over there.
Right, that's because the Bahamian government is requiring that of them. It's, but they,
sticky situation.
yeah, they're so confident they're going. They say we're going to require vaccines. So, something's in the mix. I can't see them continuing to pursue that this cruise is going to go in the next couple of weeks if they didn't know that they were going to be able to make this work. So I think it's either going to be federal government intervention in this, or they have a deal with the governor.
It sounds like they need a mediator to step in.
So, so it's really interesting. Then July 1st, we'll hear back from the Justice Department with regard to the court case on eliminating the CDC no sail order. So it's going to be a rough couple of weeks here.
Will.
But, it's going to be interesting to see how they pull this off and what happens. So, more to come on that. I also wanted to touch base with you real quick. And, while I'm pulling up this other story for Royal Caribbean, just to give you a couple of quick updates on Royal Caribbean, which tends for us to believe that Royal Caribbean is confident that they're going as well, although they've been very, very quiet about things. Comment and let us know what your thoughts are. I mean, what do you guys think?
There are 200 people watching us right now. We only have 88 thumbs up. Could you please hit the thumbs up button if you love this tea that we're spilling that just came hot off the press? We do our due diligence to do our research to bring you this information. We stop everything to make sure you have everything you need before you sell. So give us a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and thank you so much for watching.
Yeah, so it's going to be interesting, guys. Anyway, so Royal Caribbean, and this kind of makes sense on why some of the sailings were filled up already on some of the Freedom of the Seas and Odyssey of the Seas sailings that are in July. So here's what they're going to do. They're going to do redeployments. So the Navigator of the Seas, which was going to do July 2nd through October 11th, will be moved to a like-for-like sailing on the Freedom of the Seas. So the Freedom of the Seas is doing 3 and 4 day sailings out of Miami. So everybody that was booked on a Navigator, they're moving them over to the Freedom of the Seas. So that makes sense now why the inventory was so limited for those particular sailings.
Okay.
Likewise, Liberty of the Seas, August 15th through September 19th will be moved to identical sailings on the Independence of the Seas out of Galveston. Explorer of the Seas, September 27th through October 20th, will do also on the Independence of the Seas out of Galveston. And Independence of the Seas that was doing the Miami sailings from July the 3rd, October 23rd, are going to now be on the Odyssey. Now, them people got a heck of an upgrade going from the Independence of the Seas to the Odyssey.
Wow.
Goodness.
I'll take that.
And I want to thank you so much. We got us our first super sticker.
Thank you so much, Tracy.
Let me find my horn. There it is.
Thank you so much, Tracy, for that super chat.
Thank you for that pear blowing a
It was
kiss.
a pair blowing a kiss. Thank you.
Yep.
Right back at you. Thank you so much for joining us. Everybody who's commented below, we appreciate each and every one of you. And the comments are the topic is so juicy, you have to read the comments. We don't even have time to read the comments. We're trying to get the information out, but you can continue this this conversation on Mr. Traveler Cruise Lovers on Facebook, where you just answer 3 small questions, and that way we know you're not a robot, and we'll go ahead and add you to the group so we can finish talking about all this tea we spilling.
So, and Raleigh made a good point. He made a good comment on here. The adventure season seems to be going good. Yep, and there's a lot of different creators that are on that particular sailing, and everything seems to be going well with them.
Oh, good.
And of course,
so glad.
that was a fully vaccinated cruise.
Thank you for checking in on us with that.
So excellent news there. We need all the good news we can with these ships to make sure that they're doing the right thing. We can get back to this part. So yes, it's definitely.
It's interesting, and this is a good topic. We're going to keep coming to you live, or we're going to upload, but it seems as if you guys love us going live, so we just keep doing it, and we're going to get past this, but as soon as we get information, we're just going to hit you up with a notification on Facebook, and hopefully in the YouTube community, where we can tell you to get ready to watch our videos, because we'll be the first ones to tell you what's going on. We're ready to cruise. Thank you so much for responding, and we appreciate all 200 people of you that's on right now. Thank you.
Take off here if you would like to
join group cruise.
You can see our latest group cruise on there on April the 2nd on the Allure of the Seas, a fabulous 8-day cruise on,
we need it.
on the Allure of the Seas with us and some of your other fellow guests. You can drop us a line right here, and we will get you some information, or give us a call, either way, and we will definitely get back to you, and you can join us on that. It's going to Dominican Republic, it's going to St. Thomas, it's going to St. Martin, and it's going to St. Kitts on the beautiful Allure of the Seas. We're going to have a wonderful time. And then if you still would like to, we still have the beautiful inaugural sailing on the Carnival celebration.
Yes.
Next November.
If you never did an inaugural cruise, you want to do the celebration. That's what I'm trying to say.
Absolutely.
You want to do it because it's going to be unlike any cruise you ever took before.
I never know when my buttons don't work. Traveling Heartbeats.
Traveling Heartbeats.
Thank you so much for that super chat.
We think the governor will fold at the last hour. We're going to book a cruise for July 10th. We just don't know where yet. Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so I that's definitely one of the options, and probably the more realistic, and maybe he's just selling wolf tickets right now, as they say.
Yep, and I want to say hi to Sherry Awesome Sunset. Thank you so much for joining us, and we appreciate you joining us on our live today.
Shirley D.
And thank you, Yetta, for telling everybody to share and thumbs up. Shirley D, you're just showing out today.
Thank you for that pair character.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for those super sticker. You mean so much to us. Thank you so much
for honoring our hard work. We appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Yep. So that's where we're at right now, guys. It's going to be very interesting watching these stories unfold. I'm glad that we are getting ships, the Adventure of the Seas. We're getting the Millennium going out, even though they did have a little bit of a bump in the road on the Millennium. They did the right thing. They quarantined people. They tested people. The 2 people that were there, they flew them out on private, got them back to the U.S. Everything went beautifully like they're supposed to do, and that's what it's all about. So let's get back to cruising, people. We've been talking about it for months and months and months and months and months. We have laughed, we have cried, we have held each other virtually, and been waiting for this moment.
This is the day we've been waiting for 16 months now.
Yeah. I guarantee you, I ain't gonna videotape it, but I'm gonna cry like a baby.
Of course. Make sure you just keep talking down below and comment on what you think about everything that happened. I know there were some people who joined us late, but guess what? All you have to do is go back and rewatch the video. You can see all the tea that we spilled. We talked about a lot of things, and we're going to come on tomorrow and let you know the updates that happen tomorrow. So make sure you stay tuned. That's what we do. We push you. We have a passion to travel. We push you to travel, and we just love to travel. So thank you so much for joining us today on this rainy Tuesday.
All right, guys. Thank you so much. Oh, you know what? I seen you get another
Traveling Heartbeats. They showing out today.
Traveling Heartbeats. Thank you
Ooh,
again.
make it rain. Thank you so much for the super
Thank you,
chat.
They said we're excited for both group cruises. What was your very first cruise? Our very first cruise was the Majesty of the Seas.
It was.
The Seas, and I loved that ship. It was I call it my classy little ship. But yeah, that was our very first one. We were hooked. We were hooked from the very beginning, and never stopped. It was actually her brother and his wife that got us started with the cruising.
Yes.
And we have surpassed.
We have. I just want to say shout out to Raleigh Creative Travel. We actually bumped into them when we were at the Mardi Gras the inaugural selling here. Thank you so much for joining us that day. We appreciate it, and we loved meeting you too. And to go back, to piggyback what Mr. Traveler said, the Majesty of the Seas have a sentimental value to us. It has sentimental meaning to us because my mom was on that ship. And that's our first ship, and she loved it, and I still love that ship. It's a really tiny ship, but it just means a lot to me. So sometimes we have those memories that we could just go back and relate and think about. My mom, she's going to heaven. Mr. Traveler's mom going to heaven, but we can remember cruises and trips that they took, and the Majesty of the Seas is one of those ships for us, and that is our first ship that we ever went on.
And it's actually gone. That was one of the victims.
Oh, is it going?
Oh yeah, that was one of the victims of the.
Oh gosh.
The 2020 sell-off.
Susie Q said, when is our next one?
Next one is Odyssey of the Seas.
It is the Odyssey of the Seas. We decided to
July.
wait. We are just kind of green at everybody who's cruising right now. Some people who are cruising are on our feed right now. So thank you for stopping your vacation. But we are waiting to do new ships. We have been on the Adventure of the Seas, so we said we'd just wait and show you, what's new out there. So the Odyssey it is.
All right, Healthy Lifestyle.
That's my girl.
Thank you so much for
Hey,
that
Healthy
super
Lifestyle.
sticker.
Thank you so much.
Say hi. I was gonna say hi
Good
to-
job.
Come on, buddy.
Thank you so much. While
Papa wants to say hi.
raising his thumb up.
Papa wants to say
Okay,
hi.
he got his 5 minutes of
He
fame.
was like, "You haven't put the snowball cam on in so long."
Oh, dear. Come on, Papa.
All right, everybody. Thank you so much. She said a new panel question: should I book a cruise now or wait till July or August? See how everything works out.
Okay, go down. Pull it down. One.
Yeah, I mean that's a very personal decision, but it appears anew that that everything is moving forward as planned, and if you're ready to cruise, book now because
This is the best time to book if you're gonna book because the price is probably just gonna go up after this.
Yeah.
The prices are not. They never stay the same. Especially since it's been the pandemic, they fluctuate. But now, since they have more activity and they have kind of a sign that they are going to be selling, this is the best time to book. Make sure you call. If you don't call us, call a travel agent. Go ahead and book.
Yeah,
it's time.
they're going to be needing to make that revenue up, and cruise prices are definitely a little bit higher than they were before in most cases. One in particular I saw was the Pride of America. Oh my God!
The Pride of America for Hawaii.
Yeah, before you can usually get one for a couple $1,000s per person for a balcony, which sounds like a lot of money, but you're going to Hawaii and you're getting to see all the islands and everything.
Yeah, awesome.
Now when I look at some of these future dates, I mean it's knocking on $3,000 a person. So I mean they really jacked the prices up,
crazy.
and they're having a hard time getting crew on that ship because it's a U.S. ship. So anyway,
I want to say happy birthday to Michelle. She's off this week. Her birthday is tomorrow. Happy birthday, Michelle.
Happy birthday.
Hopefully you can cruise, get a cruise for your birthday, okay? Go ahead and sail overseas somewhere.
All right, everybody. I have to go make my wife my Cajun shrimp pasta.
Yes.
So
Mr. Traveler can cook. I'm telling you, this is how it's hard for me to keep my figure. he can cook. And I really love home cooked meals. And then on the weekends, we go out and we splurge a little bit. So we're going to go watch some TV, cook. It's raining really bad. If you hear all that ambiance in the background, that is thunder and lightning. It's raining here really bad, and it's hurricane season now. So we have to start being careful. We can't hang out as much as we used to. That's why we need a cruise.
Yes. All right, everybody. Yeah, I'm with Danielle. One time for cruising.
Thank you so much.
We love it so much. We're back, and we're like there. We're like there. I cannot wait.
I want to be with you when I get on deck.
Yvonne, I think the prices will go down for the Pride once they start.
Said video it, Mr. Traveler.
Of course.
Yes, you will.
I can't wait because it's in my DNA. I can't wait to bring you footage from a cruise ship again.
We always stop our vacations for you. We really don't enjoy a lot when we go out of town because we're working.
Well, I listen. I love sharing it with you guys. That's my passion, and that's why we got started doing this stuff. And so it has been
one time for cruising, DT Cruiser.
It has been really tough, talking about different subjects and speculating with you guys over these last 15, 16 months about what's going to happen, where it's going to happen, and not being able to get out to sea and show you guys. I thank God that we live in Florida, so at least we could go down to the beach and see the water, and try to bring a little bit of that to you every now and then when we did. So, but we're here.
We made it.
Yes, we made it. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for watching.
Thank you so much for watching. Life's short.
Have fun.
See the world if you can.
Bye, guys.
Bye, everyone.